No election, no be vote to Bawusa. Owo no be vote to Bawusa. Isoko wado, Urobo wado, Ikoru robo, manu wado, Isoko manu wado, Niger Delta, manu wado re. But there is nothing like Niger Delta. Niger Delta is a divide and rule tactics for the Fulani herdsmen and the Hausa and the Yoruba people to rule over house. That is why we from the Niger Delta, the so-called Niger Delta, we cannot even produce a president. We cannot even the so-called Southeast, they cannot produce a president. Some of you are going to say that, what about Jonathan? Jonathan was by a mistake. It was a coincidence. If not for the death of Yaradua, there would be no Jonathan. And we all know that you cannot bring a candidate from the so-called Niger Delta region or from the Igbo region and the PDP will accept it as their candidate, or for the APC and they will accept it as their presidential candidate. That is marginalization. We as a people, we Biafrans, we are being marginalized. And if you don't know, we are being marginalized. That is why we say we want our sovereign nation called Biafra. And Biafra we must get. There is nothing that will stop us from getting Biafra. So the message is, we Biafrans all over the world, we are boycotting election. We are boycotting election for the reason that we are working very, very hard to put a referendum on the table. What is a referendum? A referendum is a day that the Biafran government and the Zoo Nigeria government is going to agree on a day that we are going to have a referendum to decide if we Biafra are still going to dwell, coexist with them in a demonic country together. Because the zoo as a country, the Nigeria as a country is a demonic entity, a satanic entity, a very dangerous, a Lucifer entity that can take one's life at any time. So we are going to have the Biafra flag and the Biafra bus, and we are going to have the Nigeria flag and the Nigeria bus to simplify both countries. So what are you going to do on the referendum day? Is for you to cast your vote on Biafran flag. Where you see Biafran flag, the Biafran color, and the Biafran bus, that's where you're going to cast your vote into, so that we can vote ourselves from this demonic entity, this satanic entity that is causing more harm, that is causing damage, that is making ritualists to increase in number in the day. People's head are being cut off is being cut off in rapid number. Yahoo boys, people are stealing pants. The country have frustrated everybody to be committing atrocity. Just think about it. Fulani herdsmen are killing people, raping people, going to farmland, invade them, cut off their plantains, their yam, their green beans, eat them up with their cows, and they will pull up dagger, pull up rifle, pull up AK-47, and they will threaten you, and they will tell you that there's nothing you can do about it. And you go to your local police station to go and report. The DPO there is an Hausa man. They will do nothing about it. We are being marginalized. We are being even threatened in our own country, in our own community, in our own state. We are being threatened. And you all know these things. People who are watching from Warri, who are watching from Bayelsa, Calabar, Rivers, Cross River, Bayelsas, Igbo land. We all know that this is true. Fulani herdsmen have been terrorizing people with their daggers. And that is some of the reasons that we say we want to go. We don't want to be marginalized. We are loving people. We are not those type of people that value the cow more than the life of a human being. So if the Hausa Caliphate, they value cow more than human being, that means them themselves, they are more lower than cow. Maybe they should be rat or maybe camel or donkey. But we are human beings and we value ourselves. We love ourselves. But if they say that is how they are and we are who we are, that means we cannot coexist together. That is why we want Biafra. And Biafra must get whether you like it or not. And if you are from the so-called Niger Delta and you are saying that you are not a Biafra, try to make yourself irrelevant. And you shall be irrelevant. Think about it. Be a Biafra today and let your life be useful. So that your children will not be going to the university and the lecturer will want to sleep with all of them all. Just for them to pass their exam. They will threaten them, if you don't sleep with me, you are going to have a carryover. And we think all these things are just normal. I don't think it's normal. We want a country that if such a case happen in the university or in the polytechnic, you have to report to the nearest police station and the person will be, arrested and brought to book. We don't want a corrupt, a bribing and corruption country, a country that is killing us in number. Our young girls are now prostitutes at the age of 13, 14, 15 to 20 years. Our young boys are now Yahoo boys, ritualists everywhere. Every day story or somebody's pan be stolen, somebody took money from a politician and his private part disappeared. Stories of, just name it, somebody's head is being cut off by ritualists, by a politician. The same politician that we are voting for are the same politician you and I know that during election period, people will begin to hear story of somebody's head. They cut off 2 people's head. They cut off 3 person's private parts for politician. The same politician you want to go and vote for, they have come to kill one of your brother. Maybe it's probably not you. That's why you feel unconsigned. You want it to be your daughter or your son before you feel consigned. Politicians that we are voting for to be in power are the same people who are killing us for ritual to be in power. And these people who are soaking their hands in power to rule you, tell me where are they going to rule you? That's why we are suffering and smiling. According to Simbajo, where we are, that's why we are where we are today. Now we are everywhere. That is why we are where we are today. If I'm not mistaken with the English, I just said. Okay? So, having said all this, boycott election, no voting in Biafra land. We will not vote in order to trigger the action that will bring our referendum quick. So quick. When we don't vote, our referendum date for us to vote and decide our fates to split away from the demonic and satanic entity called Nigeria. When we don't vote, our referendum table will come quick, and we will vote and we go out. We will have our own sovereign nation. People from Warri, you have your Warri province. That is a state. We are going to operate a system of government. Province is not state, So province means a kind of a state. So we have Warri province, we have Agbo province, we have, just name it. In a system of government that is going to favor everybody. A true federalism. Think about it, people from the so-called Nigeria, because you people are so adamant, and I'm so very angry with you people. You are my brothers, but we must wake everybody to join this struggle of, to restore Biafra. We are Biafrans. If you are not a Biafran, who make you a Nigeria? Is it Floresho, the prostitute, that came to satisfy the sexual urge of Lord Lugard, who did the amalgamation without asking for our approval? We are not there where they write the constitution of the zoo. Let us all wake up. Let us all wake up so that our destiny will pilot on the normal track. If you are voting for no electricity, no good school, no good road, no good hospital, injustice, corruption, marginalization, ritualists, Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, just name it, SARS and intimidation. Intimidation and intimidation. That is what you are voting for. You are voting for poverty. You are voting for hunger. You are voting for hunger. So it is good that you don't vote. It is very, very necessary that you don't vote, my people. My Niger Delta people, the so-called Niger Delta, don't vote. Don't vote. Let us have our own country. We don't kill people. We are not known for killing. So if we have our own country that we can even secure our border, that nobody will be killing anybody, I think that is a very big achievement. That is a big achievement. Even as Nigeria as a zoo country, everybody is dying of hunger, dying of Fulani, dying of many things. But at least if we have Biafra and we can even secure our borders from this Fulani nonsense, dirty of a people, I think that is a very big achievement. Just think about this one only. Since we have been voting for 50-something years, 58 to 59 years, what have you landed yourself into? What have you achieved with your voting? Has your voting, given you anything useful? No, it has made your life even more miserable. Your daughters and your sons are be dying in road accidents because the government don't want to tie the roads. Meanwhile, we have millions upon billions upon trillions of dollars of natural resources that is being derived from our own land. And we are being even deprived of, having access into power. Think about it. I don't know why people are so, I don't want to offend anybody, but please let us reason. I'm just trying to let us reason, people. Please let us reason. No voting. Boycott election. If you want to vote, go to Hausa land and vote. If you want to vote, go to Hausa land and vote. And if you want to make yourself irrelevant you shall be. And when Biafra come, of course, we'll still give it to you a platform of good. Because we are not like the zoo government who are wicked, who want to favor 70% and 23%. I'm out.